How's it going, everybody? Star Wars Talks here. Today I want to talk a little bit about the rumor that Kathleen Kennedy has been fired from Disney. Now, this comes to us from InsideTheMagic.com, and it says Star Wars fans rejoice as Lucasfilm reportedly fires controversial Disney-era executive. It says after Kathleen Kennedy fired began trending on Twitter this week, speculation has run rampant in the Star Wars community about the controversial studio president being sacked from Lucasfilm. But do these rumors have any validity? Or is this just wishful thinking from certain members of a highly divided fan base? After Walt Disney Company acquired Lucasfilm for a mind-boggling $4.05 billion back in 2012, their first move was to appoint a legendary brand new president, one with the experience and personal connections to George Lucas to help drive the company to success. Enter Kathleen Kennedy, a somewhat controversial figure in the Star Wars fandom, handpicked for the role by George Lucas himself. And over her decades-long career in Hollywood, she's produced iconic films such as The Goonies, Indiana Jones, and the Temple of Doom, and more recently the Star Wars sequel trilogy. But despite her noteworthy producing credits, Kathleen Kennedy has become a touchy subject for many fans due to Disney's much-debated treatment for Lucasfilm's existing IPs, specifically both Indiana Jones and Star Wars. The Lucasfilm president has become the target of audiences' pointed criticisms, with many disgruntled fans blaming her for the destruction of legacy Star Wars characters like Luke Skywalker in the sequel trilogy, on top of her so-called woke approach to both franchises. So I just want to skip down here a little bit, guys, and just get right into it. It talks about Kathleen Kennedy's The Force is Female mentality and how that led fans to accuse her of pushing a political agenda. And so just fast forwarding to the end of this article here, and it says, even though things might be looking up for Lucasfilm and its president, the company might be in trouble financially. Its latest release, James Mangold's Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, has yet to break even on its reported budget of $295 million since premiering on June 30th. Fast forward down again. Recently, Kathleen Kennedy fired has been trended on Twitter after a post from @THWIP_made its rounds across the Star Wars community, though they neglected to provide additional information. The only source behind this rumor seems to be screenwriter Cameron Pasha, who claimed that his insider source at Disney reported unusual happenings involving Kennedy going on behind the scenes at Lucasfilm. He said, "I'm hearing Kathleen Kennedy is now gone from Lucasfilm." That's literally the tweet. It says, according to new development, though, Kennedy may have been just locked out of her business email and given 2 weeks paid leave so that the higher-ups at Disney could figure out how to tackle Lucasfilm's declining success. Rumors suggest that Disney is breaking its infamous no-interference rule, as several insiders have reportedly seen Disney execs storming the Lucasfilm office amid whispers of Kathleen Kennedy's firing. In my personal opinion, I think that this is being looked into a little too much. I do think that this is kind of blowing out of proportion right now because a lot of people were talking about if the new Indiana Jones movie does not do so hot that Kathleen Kennedy will probably be fired, just because Star Wars is kind of like losing out on money right now. Indiana Jones is now losing money. There's been other movies that she's been producing that's been losing money. And I think that that's why this is blowing up at this moment. So even if this is true or isn't true, it's going to blow up either way because of Indiana Jones recently kind of failed box office weekend. I also just think that this might be some sort of circumstance where she might just be on vacation for like 2 weeks, and maybe she's just not in her account for 2 weeks, or just something else is going on and some other people are stepping in to, kind of take her role for just a couple weeks while she's out. I just don't really know if I see her even getting fired from Lucasfilm after all these years. There's been many failed projects and she still hasn't been fired yet. This Indiana Jones movie was a pretty big deal to lose money out on because of their marketing budget was just giant for this movie for some reason. I don't know if you guys saw it everywhere, but I saw the Indiana Jones movie promoted everywhere. Every platform I was on, I saw it. These are some decisions that, executives have to make from time to time, so maybe they'll find someone else to start producing these films. Maybe she'll step down into a different role. Once again, her being fired, I'm not sure if that's going to be the case here. I know a lot of fans of Star Wars are hoping for that, but yeah, again, I'm just not exactly sure, guys. But I am really curious, genuinely curious on what your opinions are on this, and if you guys have any extra, information that I just didn't include, or maybe I just don't know, then please let me know. But for now, this is kind of just looking like sparking rumors because of the failed Indiana Jones opening weekend at the box office. So I guess we'll see from here on out. Maybe she'll stay, maybe she won't. Let me know what you guys think. Are you excited for her to possibly be leaving, or do you want her to stay? Thank you guys for watching, and may the Force be with you.